Go.
Hello, here we are for our second installment of art. I hope that it's bringing you some enjoyment and some stress relief as we kind of work through these crazy times. So the first thing I wanted to say was your Zentangle is due Wednesday night. I'm doing this on Tuesday. I'm going to post this on Tuesday, so it's going to be tomorrow night. I'm going to have a link on the art pages in Google Classroom tonight for the Zentangle and for this lesson that we're starting right now. If you're having any trouble uploading, I will load a link on there tonight also. Check your Google Classroom and all of the stuff will be in there. So the previous lesson, directions on how to upload, and this current lesson that will be due on April 1st. So I'm presenting this to you now, and then it's not due until April 1st. So yeah, please upload this, take a picture of it and upload it to Google Classroom, your grade, if you can when you're done, that would be great. All right, so today we're going to talk about emphasis, and if we could actually look at this picture over here. So emphasis is defined as an area or an object within an artwork that draws attention and becomes a focal point. So if you look at this piece of art, you can see here that the city has been faded out in the back, and it's definitely not the focal point. It's definitely not where the artist wanted the emphasis. And instead, the emphasis is brought here in front. The boat is in the foreground. It has this kind of interesting line. And then the poles also add some other kind of interesting space and line, and the emphasis is definitely here. So you can use line and color and this kind of pulling your eye along here, these lines, to make the emphasis of any kind of artwork. So today we are going to be talking about artwork that has a central part that's colored that will become the emphasis. And I also wanted to show you this. Right, so these are some different ways that you can show emphasis. So one is through color. As you can see here, there's one house that's green, so the emphasis is really put there. Through shape. So if you have a different kind of a shape from things around it, it really emphasizes, it draws your eye there. Size and dominance. So this house is black, it's brought to the foreground, much like the boat in the picture. Detail. So the only detailed item is going to automatically draw your attention to it. And then here we've got contrast. So making these two very different colors next to each other. One kind of a neon yellow with a darker blue. Really kind of emphasizes that area. And then another way to show emphasis is through isolation. So all of these other houses are smaller, they're in the background, and here we have a magenta house kind of pulled to the foreground, and that's where the emphasis is in this small piece of art here. So we are going to actually do some emphasis using some different sizes and colors within our artwork. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get together these materials. So a piece of paper, a ruler. You don't absolutely have to have one. I'll show you how you can do this without a ruler. Some color, it could be pencils or crayons or watercolors, anything you have in your house, markers that have color. And then you're going to want a Sharpie and a regular pencil. So you're going to start off by measuring in from your paper. You're going to do the same number of inches inwards on all sides. So I'm going to show you how to start this. So we're going to measure inwards here, 2.5 inches. So I'm going from my edge and I'm pulling in. So I'm going from 0, and then I'm marking where my 2.5 inch mark is. I'm going from the side. And again, I'm going 2.5 inches, put my 0 on the edge here. I'm going inwards 2.5 inches. So 1, 2.5, and I'm marking that this way. So you're going to do that on every side of your paper. And then you are going to link these together to make a rectangle. So you're going to just basically, just kind of looking at this and trying to get, I see that's going to end here. So I might actually go over here and begin it here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Your artwork will be over this rectangle. So you don't have to be too, don't worry if it goes off or if you're not perfectly precise. You just want this kind of ballpark rectangle in the middle. If you don't have a ruler, you can also get an item that's rectangular and you can just trace around it. So that's the way kind of around. You don't have to have a ruler. So this is going to be the area that your artwork is in. So here's kind of a synopsis of what we did here. So from the edge of your paper, you measured in 2.5 inches, and then you penciled very lightly in this rectangle. So what you're going to do next is you can go on the internet You can do something from your imagination. As you can see on here, very lightly, in pencil, this outline of this artwork has been drawn. So what you're going to do then is go over the pencil with Sharpie, and you're going to darken those lines. You're going to leave the rectangular pencil mark in the middle. As you can see, the rectangle is still here. So you want artwork that goes over the edge, but not too much. So the focus of your picture is still within this rectangle, but you have these kind of edges hanging off the rectangle edge. And then when you're done with this, you're going to go in and you are going to only color what's in that rectangle up to that very edge. And that puts a really cool emphasis on the center of your picture, while the outside of that rectangle remains black and white. You can do any subject that you want to. You can do something floral. You can do, somebody wanted to do a dragon, anything really that you want. And you can look online for these reference photos if you would like. So you are going through, you're starting with pencil. You're keeping your rectangle there. And then you are tracing over your pencil with Sharpie. And then the final step is to fill in that rectangle with color, and that will focus the emphasis on that central rectangle where the color is. So I'm just going to lay all of our steps out here. So you make your 2.5 inch frame. If you have a larger piece of paper, you can pull that in farther, whatever you want, but just have a central rectangle. You're going to go over that with pencil. You're going to go over the pencil with Sharpie or anything dark. And then you're going to fill in that interior area with colored pencil, crayon, watercolor, anything you have at your home is fine. So when you're done, you're going to photograph your artwork and you're going to upload it to your Google Classroom. And it's going to be fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to your artwork. So you will see this posted. You can check your Google Classroom on Wednesday during our regular class time. Watch this video. And you can use that half an hour of time tomorrow to actually start creating this art project. And you can upload it when you finish. Again, it's not due until Wednesday. And your Zentangle pieces are due Wednesday night, as in, is that the 26th? And then this is due April 1st. So you've got 2 pieces of art that you're working on, the Zentangle nature art, which will be linked, and then this piece of art also. So if you have any questions, please contact me through the Google Art Classroom page. You can also email me directly. And happy art making. I look forward to seeing your work. Thank you.